Dear students, as we have completed the first chapter, Principles of Management, now we are going to see the second chapter, the Functions of Management. Actually, last year, the Functions of Management was the chapter number 7, but this year it is carried to chapter number 2. Even Principles of Management, the chapter was chapter number 6 and it is carried to chapter number 1. So, in line, or we can say in sequence, we can have the management process. The very important task or the very important thing in management, that is the various functions of management. If I ask you all what is management, then management is such a function which is equal to all functions of management. That means right from the beginning, as we are seeing on the board, the functions of management, that is first function, that is planning, organizing, staffing, directing, coordinating and controlling. There are 6 functions. Actually there are 10 to 12 functions of management. Various are there. But a very important among them are these 6 functions, that is planning, organizing, staffing, directing, coordinating and controlling. We are going to see the each and every function step by step and accordingly the importance of it. Every function has its importance. Every function has a very important part in order to carry out the management process. In order to carry out the management process in the organization. As we have discussed the management principle in the previous chapter, these principles are very important in order to direct the organization. In order to achieve the objectives of the organization, it needs various functions, and these are these functions which are to be followed. So one by one we are going to see the functions of management. As L.A. Allen said that management is what manager does. Whatever the manager has to perform his function, that is the management. And so he has to plan. What is the meaning of plan? Planning. Planning means to manage, to forecast and to plan and to organize and to command and control. So this is regarding the management process. Now the different functions which are related to the management. The first one we are going to see, that is planning. Planning is said to be the basic function of management or the first function of management, from where the management starts. As I told you all earlier that management is a group activity. Management is a planning process. We have to plan each and every day. Each and every person has to plan right from the beginning, right from the morning till he sleeps at night. So there is a planning process going in his mind. He thinks a lot, and so every function of management is based on planning. Each and every objective, each and every process in the management is carried out with the help of planning. So management process also carries with the planning, and so planning is the basic function of management. It is the primary function of management, we can say. So what is planning? So planning is the process of establishing goals and a suitable course of action for achieving our goals. So what is the meaning of planning? Planning is the process of establishing goals. In order to establish the goal, what is my goal? What is the goal in my life? What is the goal in order to achieve the objectives? What is the goal? So that goal has to be established and a suitable course of action. What is my goal? And accordingly I have to achieve it. For that I have to be in action in order to achieve the goal. That is called planning. So I have to plan that and I have to bring that planning into action. So that is a process of planning. Now what is the importance of planning? The planning has its importance in order to achieve the particular goal. So first of all you can see we have to set up. So planning helps to set up the clear objective. So whenever you plan, suppose you have to go visit a market, then we plan what to bring from the market. So we write on the piece of paper whatever the things are to be brought from the market. So that is called planning. What is the next step? Whatever it is written on the paper, it has to be in the action. We have to bring that each and everything from the market. So planning has to clear a set of a particular objectives. Suppose we want to invite somebody, we write on the piece of paper whom to invite. So whenever we invite them, that means the objective is clear, the objective is set up, that means it is totally in the course of action. Secondly, the planning has to provide a path of action. Whatever has to be taken into consideration, planning ensures that the goals or objectives are clearly set up or stated. Planning guides us to provide the direction for the right things in the right time, and that is called planning. So this is the second importance you can say. The third one, planning improves performance. Whatever you are performing, it improves your performance. It helps the managers to improve the future performance employees by establishing objectives and selecting the course of action. Whatever the particular thing is there, it helps to bring into beneficiary. So it is beneficial to the organization. It is beneficial to every organization in the particular sector. Then planning leads to efficient working of the employees. The employees can work efficiently if there is a proper plan or the proper planning is given by the top level management. Last year we have seen top level management, the middle level management and the lower level management. The top level management what does? So it plans the particular things, then it sends to the middle level management, and middle level management send is to the whatever has to be brought into action, it gives to the particular lower level management, and lower level management acts on it. So this is a flow of action, this is a flow of process done by the planning, which helps in order to improve the performance. Then due to planning there is a minimization of risk. There is no risk. If there is proper plan, there is no risk, you can say. The risk is minimized. That means you can lower the risk in order to plan. So planning is the basic function or the base forecasting technique. It process of looking into future. So you are looking for the future and shows the change. So change or risk cannot be eliminated. Risk is there, but you can minimize the risk. That's it, very important, and that planning does. If there is a proper plan, suppose I want to speak on particular topic in front of many people, then I have to plan it, what has to be spoken in the particular thing. So it creates or it minimizes risk because you can plan it in the proper manner. Then the fifth, you can say the planning leads to optimal utilization of resources. You can use the resources frequently in the proper form because of planning. Optimum utilization of resources can be done only due to planning in achieving the goal. Then helps in decision making. If you want to decide something, if you want to make a particular decision, the planning helps in order to achieve the goal. Then it also helps in setting the standard or controlling. Then facilitates coordination of all activities. Whatever the activities are to be taken into consideration, it facilitates particular coordination. Suppose you want to meet some people, then if your planning is there, you can meet them, you can give them the activities what are to be performed. Then they perform the activities, then you look upon that particular activity. That means there is a coordination of each and every activities which is done, and then you can get the final result of it. Then the facilitate other management functions. Because planning is the primary function, it facilitates other functions. Planning moves to the organization, then you collect the people, you organize the people, then it moves to select the person, then it directs, it coordinates, and lastly it controls. So controlling should be there. How there are brakes applied for the particular vehicle. Why the brakes are there for the particular vehicle? In order to control the vehicle. If there are no brakes, then the vehicle would be not controlled. So you have to control, in order to control the vehicle, there are brakes. So similarly, you can see So controlling is a function which is applied to the particular thing. So it promotes ideas and various other things. So this is, you can see, regarding the planning. So planning is an important function in order to create a particular thing. Then secondly, you can say the second function you are going to see, that is organizing. Now what is organizing? Organizing and organization. Organization means the set of a group of people which forms a particular thing, that is called organization. And organizing means to collect the people. We collect a meeting, we organize a meeting, you organize a session, seminar. That means you are gathering the people together. Why we gather the people together? In order to tell them something regarding the action of work. So in order, for that purpose, we call the people. That is called organizing the people together. So this is the second function. But if you have the plan in mind, then only you can call the meeting. Suppose you are calling the meeting, there is no plan in your mind, then why you call the meeting? Simply the people will come, they waste their time, they come and sit there, and then you can found a, just you chat with them and then you send them. That is not a meeting. That means you have something planned in your mind and you are telling them for the particular course of action, what is future oriented, and that should be there in written or in your mind, whatever it is. But the planning should be there. So planning follows the organizing. So then only you can organize the people, you can collect the people together. So organizing is the process identifying, bringing the required resources together, such as men, money, material, machine and method, and grouping them for the properly achieving the objectives. So organizing is what? Organizing the process of identifying what has to be identified, what work should be done. It is identified, bringing the required sources. Resources are to be brought. Suppose you are doing something, building a house, then all resources should be brought in the particular condition, whatever you needed. Then money should be there, man should be there, manpower should be there, and other resources should be there. Then only you can build a house, you can build a building, whatever it is, you can build something. So this is the thing you can do in order to achieve the objectives. So this is the meaning of organizing. Organize a form of every human association for attainment of common purpose. Why they have come together? In order to achieve the common purpose. What is the common purpose? Why we have come together? In achieve the goal. Each and every person has a target. Each and every person has a goal in his mind, and for that purpose they have come together, and that is called organizing in order to achieve the target. What is the importance of organizing? So organizing facilitates administration. You can administrate the particular people, lead them, identify, group the activities, whatever it is that means you are administrating the particular thing, assigning the activities, grouping the people, giving them the activities, giving the work, that is facility administrating as well as the operation. Then you are bringing the specialization in the particular organization. What was there for the last year? So something new you have to do this year. So something specialization you bring in that. Some new ideas, new views are brought together, and that is the importance of organizing. Then thirdly, we can say it defines the jobs properly. It defines a particular activity. Whatever the job has to be done, whatever the work has to be done, it defines. Why? Because there is a plan in your mind, and that plan you are going to give them for the particular people. That means you have a proper definition of work. Then it clarifies the authority and responsibility. You give the authority, you give the responsibility for each and every person. On what basis you give the authority and responsibility? On the basis of planning. Whatever there is a plan in your mind, whatever the plan in written, you send it to the particular thing, and you clarify the ways in order to clarify the responsibilities and bring the productivity. It increases the productivity. Then it establishes coordination among the people. Each and every person has a coordination. I have to coordinate with somebody. There are different departments in the particular offices, but each and every department is coordinating with each other. They are responsible for each other, so they have to coordinate with each another, and so it establishes coordination. Then we can say, in order to have the effective administration, the particular organizing process help. And also in the growth of diversification, we can say depends on the smooth efficient functioning. It clarifies the role among the people. then it creates the sense of creativity. There is new things. There are 10 people who come together. That means it creates a particular sense of creativity. So somebody is giving the new ideas, not only the old ideas, whatever it was for the last 10 years, but something new it gives. So the sense of security, creativity, scope for innovation. What is the meaning of innovation? Means something new. Innovation, new ideas. That is called innovation. So there is a scope of innovation. Day by day the ideas are changed. Day by day there is a change in views of the people, and employees can't work by using their new ideas. They cannot work without their new ideas. The old ideas are vanished away, but the new ideas has to be performed. They provide the enough space to the manager in order to develop the talent and flourish the knowledge. And then also even organizing helps in using the utilization in the optimum form. Each and every resources are used in the proper form, and that is regarding the organizing. So these two functions we have seen. First one, that is planning, and second one, that is organizing. So this is enough for the today. Planning and organizing, the functions of management. So there are 6 functions. Out of that we have seen the 2 functions and importance of each and every function.